So I have a theory about Shang Tsung, his involvement in the story with Tarkat disease and alongside Shao Kahn. But before we get into that crazy theory, let's look at her community art, which is such an amazing piece of Scorpion with his flaming skull, the very iconic look that everyone loves. I also especially love the perspective of this, like the top-down look, kind of like a drone view, if you will. It's really freaking awesome. It looks amazing. Again, I want like to print this out and put it on my wall. But I will leave a link to the artist's Twitter down in the description of the video if you want to go like it, retweet it, whatever it. So my theory, which is not super far-fetched, is that Shang Tsung is the one that actually created Tarkat disease, because as we know, Shang Tsung likes to make messed up experiments. He's the one who messed around with Tarkatan DNA to create clones, and he's the one who is responsible for creating Melina in the old timeline, right? So of course it wouldn't be crazy to think that he's the one who created this Tarkat disease. But what I'm thinking is he didn't want it to be a disease at first. I think what he wanted to do was to make an army for Shao Kahn. Now, why would Shang Tsung play second fiddle to Shao Kahn in this new timeline? Well, I don't think he is. So here is the crazy part of my theory. I think this Shang Tsung has his memories from the previous timeline. I think this is the Shang Tsung that actually won, so the second ending, where he actually gets Kronika's crown and becomes a Titan. I believe he sent himself back in the past into Liu Kang's new timeline, which made him younger, but that's why he retained his memories. Because in the very first trailer for Mortal Kombat 1, we see him going through a portal, and he looks extremely young, so I think that is actually what is happening here, that he sent himself back in time. So I fully believe that Shang Tsung is the one calling the shots here. Even though Shao might think he's in charge of his army, I don't believe he is. In the old timeline, Shao Kahn was the one to task Shang Tsung to create clones and to create Melina specifically. But in this one, it's probably the other way around, because in the leaked San Diego Comic-Con trailer, where we see Raiko and Motaro, Liu Kang specifically mentions this.
Is the fruit of a poisonous seed planted by Shang Tsung. He played to the general's vanity, inflamed his prejudices to convince him that he alone can save our world.
So Shang Tsung is the one influencing General Shao. So I believe he told Shao, you know what? I'll help you create a powerful army. He created the Tarkat disease, but then he realized in a way they did create an army. They are Tarkatans, but of course the Tarkatans do not want to play ball, as mentioned in Baraka's bio. So I think Shang turned around and was like, well, I guess we can use this to infect all of Outworld, and then General Shao can take power on the throne, and I can have a very powerful ally that has a massive army, is the head of an entire realm, and does what I want because I can manipulate him. So by helping Shao Kahn, Shang Tsung actually helps himself. He's helping himself build not Shao's army up, but Shang Tsung's army. I still believe, however, that there is someone behind Shang Tsung, someone more powerful, that is controlling him, perhaps helping him. Now, if you know about the leaks, this will make sense to you. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't know about the leaks, I'm going to talk about them, so if you don't want to get spoiled, you should probably not watch this video further. In the leaks, it's mentioned that Damashi, which is like an astral projection of the Dragon King Onaga, is the one helping Shang Tsung. He's actually guiding him through the story mode. So even though it seems that Shang Tsung is the one calling the shots when it comes to Shao Kahn, I think Damashi is the one telling Shang Tsung everything, telling him what to do exactly. So if this happens, then maybe Shang Tsung doesn't have his memories, or maybe he does, but he just needs some guidance, right? Because obviously he's failed a lot before. So why would the Dragon King even help Shang Tsung in any way? Well, I think again it's to further his own goals. Maybe he wants Shang Tsung to bring back his undead army, that he can take over Outworld once again, because he used to be emperor in the other timeline. He used to be emperor of Outworld before Shao Kahn killed him. So maybe he still holds a grudge against Shao Kahn in this timeline. There is so much backstabbing that could occur here, like it's hard to fabricate a good theory, but if we follow logic, I think Shang Tsung controlling Shao Kahn and then Damashi controlling Shang Tsung makes a lot of sense. You know, they're all out for their own glory, even though they pretend that they want to work together. But in my opinion, it's kind of a no-brainer that Shang Tsung is the one who created Tarkat disease, whether he was experimenting with Outworld blood to make clones, to make an army, or he was experimenting with Onaga's undead army, or as some people suggested, maybe even Nitara's blood, because she is a vampire and the Tarkatan features, at least the mouth now, looks very, very close to vampires we've seen in media previously. And the evidence for this actually is in the Umgadi trailer. So we see Shao Kahn's goons, member of Shao Kahn's army, actually manhandle Baraka and stick something in the back of his neck. So were they infecting him? Were they getting DNA? If they're getting DNA, then it means that Shang Tsung is using this disease and perhaps modifying it, which is why Melina might not completely transform. Might explain why she only has the mouth, right? So let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is behind this Tarkat disease? Did it occur naturally, or was it manufactured by Shang Tsung? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And as always, have yourself a very wonderful day, everyone, and I'll see you all very soon. Also, I always forget to do this, but I guess you want to follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description of the video.